welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Last time we made it to Red Cliff Village, only to learn that shit had hit the fan. So we helped the village mount a defense against the undead that kept attacking at night. And the village held, although we lost the mayor. But now we're going to infiltrate the castle itself to figure out what the hell is causing all these attacks. Also, if I sound a little drained, it's because I'm still suffering from allergies. Tree pollen count today is extremely high, so I can't breathe out the left side of my face. Anyway.
It is sad to think of how much death there has been here. But we have saved the village beyond all expectations. You have done well, my friend. I will remain here to guard the village and receive any fellow knights as they continue to return. At least until the castle is retaken.
Cool.
Move along, friend. Thank you.
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family.
Why didn't you enter the castle in the first place?
I had no idea what lurked in the castle, and I couldn't abandon the people of the village. What if... Maker's breath.
It's the
Again.
Arlessa.
Thank the Maker, you yet live.
Isolde. You're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone.
Why don't we all go to the castle?
What? Who is this woman, Tigan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde?
I am
Alistair.
Tarina Cousland,
Of all
Carolina.
Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde. I owe them
You
my
will
life.
show me respect.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tigan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and hunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tigan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
Tell me about this mage you mentioned.
He is an infiltrator, I think. One of the castle staff. We discovered he was poisoning my husband. That is why Eamon fell ill.
Eamon was poisoned.
He claims an agent of Terran Logains hired him. He may be lying, however. I cannot
No,
say.
I doubt that. Is Eamon still alive?
He is. He is being kept alive so far, thank the Maker.
Kept alive? Kept alive by what?
Something the mage unleashed. So far it allows Eamon, Connor, and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate. It killed so many, and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why. It allowed me to come for you, Tegan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help.
Do you think this evil must be, or could be some kind of demon?
I do not know. Oh, Maker's mercy. Could it truly be a demon? I can't let it hurt my Connor. You must come back with me, Tegan. Please.
Why do I get the feeling that you're not telling us everything?
I beg your pardon. It's a rather impertinent accusation.
Not if it's true.
An evil I cannot fathom holds my son and husband hostage. Came for help. What more do you want from me?
The truth?
Tegan, I do not have much time. What if it thinks I'm betraying it? It could kill Connor. Please come back with me. Must I beg?
So why must Tegan go alone?
For Connor's sake. I promised I would return quickly and only with Tegan. Tegan, I know you could order your men to follow me when I return to the castle. I beg you not to. For Connor's sake.
Enough questions, we need to decide what to do.
The king is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tegan. Bless you.
Hi, Embers. Welcome to Stram. I'm gonna say this. This is a mistake. You're gonna get yourself killed.
I cannot let Isolde return alone. Perhaps I can help Connor or Eamon. Perhaps this is really a trap, but this is my family. I must try.
Fair enough.
I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
I have played before. I have beaten the game
Here's what I propose.
at least 3 times.
I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say?
So, I'm not... This is not my first playthrough. I know exactly what I'm going to find in the castle. And I know exactly how I'm going to deal with it. Let's see here. Distraction. Can't let you do this. It's insane.
What choice do either of us have? If your business with Eamon is important, you're going to have to go inside to find him.
He's right. Without our Lehman, we'll never get the support we need.
Sir Perth and his men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you. I don't think there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever
Alright,
you
Embers,
do,
thank you for
Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable.
Let me check. Thank you. I don't believe that. I will rescue you all. I promise.
You're a good woman. The Maker smiled on me indeed when he sent you to Redcliffe.
One fool plan on top of another.
Oh, shut
But
it.
I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
Stan, if we don't save Eamon and his family and Tegan, we lose the human army against the Blight. So shut the hell up. Hi, Sovereign. Although I still feel a little slighted that Isolde didn't recognize me as Tarina Carolina Cousland, sole surviving heir that we know of to the Terran of Hyatt or the estate of High Ever. Or Legion. Well, I guess the most appropriate word is something I can't say on Twitch. Alright, injury kit. We will definitely take that. Love letter. Correspondence interruptus. A collection of embarrassing personal communications between the spoiled wealthy and the objects of their obsession. You are filthy, a beast. Such depravity I have never been forced to suffer. How words are so laden when they leave your lips is beyond decent imagining. Madam, I love you. He found a dirty hoe and he likes it.
I'll get.
Alright, we are now in the basement of Redcliffe Castle. We've got a couple things to look for. We gotta find the mage that supposedly poisoned Eamon, because I'm sure Eamon's gonna want to talk to him. We got to find what's ever doing this. And we've got to find the Smithy's daughter.
Let's see some blood! No mercy! You'll get no mercy from me! Back!
Automatically switched to
Hello? Who's there? Is there anyone alive out there?
Yeah.
Wait, you don't look like the Arlessa's guards. Are you from outside the castle?
Possibly. Who are you supposed to be?
My name is Jowan. I'm a mage Lady Isolde hired to tutor her son Connor. Until they, threw me into the dungeon here.
So you're the one who poisoned the Arl.
I'm not proud of it. The Arlessa had no idea what I was hired to do when she took me in to tutor Connor. I know it looks suspicious, but I'm not responsible for the creatures and the killings in the castle. I was already imprisoned when all that began. At first, Lady Isolde came here with her men, demanding that I reverse what I'd done. I thought she meant my poisoning of the Arl. That's the first I heard about the walking corpses. She thought I'd summoned a demon to torment her family and destroy Redcliffe. She had me tortured. There was nothing I could do or say that would appease her. So they left me to rot.
Okay, I'll get to the poisoning later. But why would the Arlessa hire a mage to tutor her son?
Lady Isolde was looking for a mage to tutor Connor secretly. Terran Loghain found out and he sent me. I was to use the opportunity to poison the Arl. I was told that Arl Aemon was a threat to Ferelden, that if I dealt with him, Loghain would settle matters with the Circle. You see, I'm a Maleficar, a blood mage.
Oh,
You,
great.
a blood mage. Truly? I would never have guessed.
Blood mage. Well, that isn't good.
I dabbled in the forbidden arts, and they condemned me to death for it. I thought Loghain was giving me a chance to redeem myself.
No, he was just giving
But he's
you more,
abandoned me here, hasn't he?
rope
Everything's
for the
fallen
noose.
apart, and I'm responsible. I have to make it right somehow. I have to.
Okay, so, but why did the Arlessa need a mage to tutor her son?
Connor had started to show signs. Lady Isolde was terrified the Circle of Magi would take him away for training.
Connor? A mage? I can't believe it.
She sought an apostate, a mage outside the Circle, to teach her son in secret so he could learn to hide his talent. Her husband had no idea.
Okay, that makes sense. How much magic did you teach Connor?
Some. But he's still very young. He can barely cast a Please, I'd like to help out, but I'm not so sure I want to follow you into danger. The castle used it. We could all have escaped by now. Curious. None of this
The
makes
hell?
any sense. With the veil to the Fade torn, spirits and demons could infiltrate the castle. Powerful ones could kill and create those walking corpses.
Okay, so his voice line's glitched. Arleman had no idea.
No, she was adamant that he never find out. She said that he'd do the right thing, even if it meant losing their son, and that infuriated her.
And why would Isolde be so frightened of her son becoming a mage?
Because he would be taken away forever. A mage cannot inherit a title, even the son of a powerful Arl. She's also a pious woman. Her son having magic was
Gotcha.
humiliating.
I think I understand.
I never meant for it to end like this. I swear. Let me help you fix this.
I say kill the mage. He cannot be trusted.
He doesn't need to die, surely.
I say this boy could still be of use to us, but if not, then let him go. Why keep him prisoner here?
Hey, let's not forget he's a blood mage. You can't just set a blood mage free.
Better to slay him. Better to punish him for his choices. Is this Alistair who speaks, or the Templar?
I'd say it's common sense. We don't even know the whole story yet.
Give me a chance, please.
So how will you make these things right?
Well, I'd try to save anyone still up there. There must be something I can do.
Well, that's commendable, if it's true.
I'm glad you think so. So what now?
I think you'll stay in yourself for now. Right now, I don't know how you can help me, and two of the three other members in my party want to kill you. So, as soon as I figure out how you can help me, I'll let you out. But until then, you're just gonna stay put.
Then I will wait. If you change your mind, I will be here.
Alright, the Forbidden School. Blood magic. The ancient inventors did not originally consider blood magic a school of its own. Rather, they saw it as a means to achieve greater power in any school of magic. The name, of course, refers to the fact that magic of this type uses life, specifically in the form of blood instead of mana. It was a common practice at one time for a magister to keep a number of slaves on hand, so that, should he undertake the working of a spell that was physically beyond his abilities, he could use the blood of his slaves to bolster the casting. Over time, however, the Imperium discovered types of spells that could only be worked by blood. Although lyrium will allow a mage to send his conscious mind into the Fade, blood will allow him to find the sleeping minds of others, view their dreams, and even influence or dominate their thoughts. Just as treacherous, blood magic allows the veil to be opened completely, so that demons may physically pass through it into our world. The rise of the Chant of Light and subsequent fall of the Old Imperium has led to blood magic being all but stamped out, as it should be, for it poses nearly as great a danger to those who would practice it as to the world at large. From the Four Schools, a treatise by first enchanter Josephus. Now, in the whole blood mage thing, it's definitely something that you probably don't want
I am
to
here.
dabble too much into. But I'm not going to say that it should be like there are examples in Thedas of ethical blood mages. The first one that comes to mind is Meryl from Dragon Age 2. she only uses her own blood. And we never really see her use it for nefarious purposes. Is she manipulated into using it for others that have ulterior motives? Yeah, sure.
Now's better than later.
But
I'll get on it.
I wouldn't call Meryl evil. So the act of performing blood magic I don't think is evil in and itself. But it definitely makes it easier to become evil. Also, if Connor is indeed a latent mage, and a blood mage was teaching him, who then poisoned his father, it's entirely likely that he made a deal with a devil without knowing the consequences. Alright, 2 level ups. We'll go with Alistair first. Let's give him some dex and more health. Fuck, what do I guess more tactics. Shield tactics. Alright, and then Carolina levels up. We're gonna give her some cunning, and we'll increase her willpower. Alright, now let's max out archery. We've got all the archery skills. Okay, just loot them. We will venture forth. All right. We've made it into the castle. Okay. Hey, it's the armory.
Now's better than later.
Ooh, a whitewood longbow. Which is much better than what we've got. So yeah, let's just do that. Heavy chainmail.
I await your command.
Hi.
So, full of questions, are you?
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
So it's just a legend, right?
So I assume. My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past? Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
Just never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
Oh, that's good. Traditions need to be preserved.
I am surprised you think so. Still, 'tis a pleasant thing to hear.
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well.
I honestly don't remember.
I have
if
smelled
I've
it
gone
as
through
a
this
wolf,
dialogue tree or not.
listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
No, that's all I wanted to ask.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
I think your abilities sound quite useful.
A most practical opinion. Far more so than any man I have spoken to. But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
Yay, she likes that. Okay, now let's see if I can actually loot the chest like I was trying to.
Now's better than later.
Okay, take that, and then... So, we'll go to armor. Alistair has chainmail. So here, let's do heavy chainmail boots. Do we have heavy chainmail gloves? No, we don't. Well, balls. Okay. Oathkeeper. Definitely want to keep that. Heavy maul, that is a two-handed weapon. Oh, yeah. Stan has a concussion. He's got a penalty to magic. I think it's okay if he has a penalty to magic. You know, since he's a fucking warrior. But yeah, let's see here. You know what? We're actually gonna give you the maul. There you go. Bonk people on the head with it. castle's chantry. Alright.
Where's the next one? Die already! Now's better than later.
I hear barks. Bork. Oh, they infected the Mabari. I was hoping that the Borg force would be on their side.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Oh yeah, let's there we go. That's some of the
I see a trap. I'll get on it.
Yay, trap disarmed. The fuck does corpse skull do? Deep mushroom.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Actually, can you make lesser intricate? Okay, we need that, and we need distillation agents. Okay.
All right.
Oh shit!
my back?
Pick up some elm fruit. Alright. Oh, hey. Elena.
Please, don't hurt me.
Listen. Calm down. I'm not gonna hurt you.
I'm sorry. I'm so frightened. These monsters are everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
My name's Valena. The Arlessa's maid. Is she all right? What happened to everyone?
Lena, the Smith's daughter?
You know my father. I want to go back to the village. Is there a way out of here?
There is a tunnel leading out of the dungeon.
But the monsters!
Killed most of them. It's safe.
I'll find my way. I can run fast and I know the castle. Thank you.
Alright. I hope I didn't just... Okay. Branding. Alright. Alright. Well, in here... Let's see here, map. That will lead to the basement, cellar, dungeon, courtyard, second. Okay. So let's go this way.
Looks like something went awry again. Let's see what you're doing.
Attack him! So much easier with the controller.
I'll get on it.
Well, looting's easier with mouse and keyboard, but attacking is a lot easier with controller. Okay, where does this go? Restaurant,
I'll get on it.
mushroom, jump. And that leads into the courtyard. Alright. Well.
Back!
Revenant!
Your time to die! Someone's gonna fall and it sure won't be you!
Way to go, Morgan. penalty to cunning. You don't really need it. I'm gonna hold on to my injury kit for now. You'll be fine.
I'll get on it. All right, all right. I'll get on it.
You have opened the gates. That is good. My men and I are eager to see our Arl again. Shall we enter the main hall together? It must be held if we are to regain control of the castle.
Yeah, sure, let's go to the
Excellent. Let us go now, and see what awaits us there.
Tegan, what the hall are you doing?
So these are our visitors.
That
The ones
sound
you
like a
told me
kid.
about, Mother.
Yes, Connor.
And this is the one who defeated my soldiers. The ones I sent to reclaim my village.
Yes.
And now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
This is a woman, Connor. Just as I am.
You lie! This woman is nothing at all like you. Why, just look at her. Half your age, and pretty too. I'm surprised you don't order her executed in a fit of jealousy.
Connor, I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
Mother? What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, thank the Maker. Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning to bore me.
Maker's breath. What has happened here?
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son.
Huh.
He is not responsible for what he does.
So, what did you do with Ben Tegan?
Here I am. Here am I.
I like him better this way. No more yelling. Now he amuses me.
Connor didn't mean to do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned Demon. He started all this. He summoned this demon. Connor was just trying to help his father.
And made a deal with the demon to do so? Foolish child.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody.
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This woman will have the audience she seeks. Tell us, woman, what have you come here for?
Well, let's see here. I came here to help, if I could.
To help me? To help Father? To help yourself? Which?
Why not all the above? Well, first I want to help you.
I don't need help. I can do everything all by myself. Isn't that right, Mother?
I don't think...
Of course you don't. Ever since you sent the knights away, you do nothing but deprive me of my fun. Frankly, it's getting dull. I crave excitement and action. This woman spoiled my sport by saving that stupid village. And now she'll repay me.
Oh boy.
Tegan. Oh, Tegan.
Just need to beat
Are
the
you
shit
alright?
out of Tegan there.
I am better now, I think. My mind is my own again.
Definitely sound like it.
Blessed Andraste. I would never have forgiven myself had you died. Not after I brought you here. The fool I am. Please. Connor's not responsible for this. There must be some way we can save him.
Well, you knew about this all along.
Yes. I didn't tell you because I believed we could help him. I still do.
Clearly, the child is an abomination. There is only one way to stop it.
He's not always the demon you saw. Connor is still inside him, and sometimes he breaks through. Please. I just want to protect him.
Isn't that what started this? You hired the mage to teach Connor in secret, to protect him.
If they discovered Connor had magic, then they'd take him away. I thought if he learned just enough to hide it, then...
Alright, so... let's put blame out of the way for now. What are our options?
I wouldn't normally suggest slaying a child, but he's an abomination. I'm not sure there's any choice.
No? What about the mage? He could know something of this demon? If he still lives, we could speak to him.
He still lives. He's down in the dungeon, still alive.
Then we should bring him here immediately. I do not know how much we can trust him. But we must find out what he knows. Tegan, could you find him?
I will try. Though if he resists, I will not hesitate to kill him.
He doesn't seem to
I'll
be the
return shortly.
resisting kind.
You're lucky to be alive, John. After all you've done.
I didn't summon any demon, Lady Isolde. But I did poison the owl, and that started all this. I'm willing to help if you'll let me. The demon in Connor needs to be destroyed. Killing Connor is the easiest way to do that, certainly. But there is another way. A mage could confront the demon in the Fade, without hurting Connor himself.
What do you mean? Is the demon not within Connor?
Not physically. The demon approached Connor in the Fade while he dreamt, and controls him from there. We can use the connection between them to find the demon.
You can enter the Fade, then? And kill the demon without hurting my boy?
No, but I can enable another mage to do so. It normally requires lyrium and several mages. But I have... blood magic.
What difference does that make?
Lyrium provides the power for the ritual, but I can take that power from someone's life energy. This ritual requires a lot of it, however. All of it, in fact.
So, someone must die? Someone must be sacrificed?
Yes, and then we send another mage into the Fade. I can't enter because I'm doing the ritual. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It's not much of an option.
Is there no other method?
The power has to come from somewhere, and that means either lyrium or blood.
Then let it be my blood. I will be the sacrifice.
What? Isolde, are you mad? Eamon would never allow this.
Either someone kills my son to destroy that thing inside him, or I give my life so my son can live. To me, the answer is clear.
Blood magic. How can more evil be of any help here? Two wrongs don't make a right.
It does seem like a sensible choice, with a willing participant.
Connor is blameless in this. He should not have to pay the price.
It's up to you, my friend. You know more about such things than I do, and it's your companion going into the Fade. The decision is yours.
I think there must be another way to enter the Fade. In fact, don't we have a Tower of Magi around here?
You can find lyrium and more mages at the Circle of Magi, if they would even do it.
Well, the Circle Tower's not that far from here.
That is an excellent point. One of the treaties is also for the Circle of Magi, after all.
The tower is about a day's journey across the lake. You could attempt to get the mage's help.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
Gonna have to take that chance.
Very well. I will keep Jowan here as a precaution. He says he wants to help, so he will keep an eye on Connor with us. Go to the tower quickly, then. The longer you are away, the greater the chances of disaster.
Alrighty. Oh, there's more bad guys in here. Okay, they're just shambling corpses.
Now's better than later.
Let's see here.
All right, all right.
Here. Just this chest here. Don't like me. Couple longbows, nice. Okay. That goes to the second floor. This must be Eamon's office.
Your desire is my command. Of course.
What can a Templar do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So the Templars use magic themselves?
You could call it that, sure. The Chantry doesn't look on it the same way, however, since really our talents only work on mages. Against a regular person, I'm just a guy in a metal suit.
So couldn't others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put two and two together.
It's horrible.
Well, they do it, and they feel perfectly justified. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templars' talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
Alright, well, let's, book the Elysian Empire. There are many lords and ladies in Val Rayo, and I mean this literally. Once, the system of noble titles in Orlais was labyrinthine. There were barons and baronesses, baronets, barons, and a horde of others, each with its own origins and own nuances of comparison. The Orlesian aristocracy is ancient and much given to competition. All the nobility play the grand game, as it is known, whether they wish to or not. It's a game of reputation and patronage, where moves are made with rumors and scandal is the chief weapon. No gentle game, this. More blood has been drawn as a result of the grand game than any war the Orlesians have fought. Of this I am assured by every gentleman here. As far as titles went, everything changed with the coming of Emperor Draken, who established the Orlesian Empire as it exists now, and who created the Chantry. There's no more venerated figure in Orlais, in Valrayo, than the statue of Draken. The statue of Draken stands almost as tall as the statue of Andraste. Draken determined that the grand game was tearing Orlais apart, so he abolished all titles beside his own, and lord and lady. I am told with some twittering amusement that this action did not end the grand game as Draken had intended. Now the lords and ladies collected unofficial titles rather than official ones, such as the Exalted Patron of Tassus Clay, or Uncle to the Champion of Tremnes. It's a headache to remember such titles, and one winces to think the poor doorman at the balls must rattle them off as each guest enters the room. The aristocracy is different from Ferelden in other ways as well. The Orlesians' right to rule stems directly from the Maker. There exists neither the concept of rule by merit, nor the slightest notion of rebellion. If one is not noble, one aspires to be, or at least aspires to be good enough in the good graces of a noble, and is ever watching for a way to enter the patronage of those better placed in the grand game. And then there are the masks, and the cosmetics. I have not seen so much paint since the kennels at Highever, but that is another story. From Beyond the Frostbacks, by Ban Tarek of West Hill, 920 Dragon. Alistair's mother's amulet. This silver amulet is the silver emblem of Andraste's flame is riddled with cracks. Someone with a lot of patience has carefully glued it back together. I'll give it back to my camp. This isn't exactly the right place for that.
I do not like this talk of possessions and spirits and magic. It is unnatural.
Yeah, well, we don't really have a choice. Key required. Okay, well, fuck. Alright, we need to go to Callanhad, which is here. But first we're gonna head to camp. Who's a good puppy? Who's a good boy? Here's some scritches. Belly rub. Alright, let's see here. Talk with Liana.
Something I can help with? Yes? What's on your mind?
Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
What happened to your mother?
Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
You're young, it's understandable.
Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dry flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andraste's Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Okay. Alright, let's give Alistair his mama's amulet back.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
I found it in Redcliffe Castle, in the study.
Oh, the Jarl's study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Maybe... Perhaps you mean more to him than you think.
I guess you could be right. We never really talked that much. And then the way I left... Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Wow. Huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
Of course I remembered your special to me.
Is this the part when the music starts and we begin dancing? Because I'm game. Where's the minstrels?
Oh, we can call up Liliana. She's a bard. Alright, Bodin.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife?
Let me see your wares.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Alright, so let's see. Don't need that. We're gonna sell those. Don't need the short bow, don't need that. We'll keep the longbows for now. sell. Actually, we don't really have much to sell. Okay. Morgan.
I await your command. We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Something personal. No, never mind. I don't want to ask her that because that could backfire.
You called.
I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
Do you find Ferelden very strange?
To put it lightly, no one has a place here. Your farmers wish to be merchants. The merchants dream of being nobles, and the nobles become warriors. No one is content to be who they are. Very well. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on.
Alright.
As you wish.
Well, that was useful. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and get time. Gather the party, venture forth. Gonna bring Alistair. I'm actually thinking we leave Morgan behind. I don't want to bring her anywhere near Templars. That could be bad. We're gonna bring Sten.
Yes.
Because of his personal quest. And then let's bring Liliana.
Indeed.
Let's go to Lake Calenhead Docks. Oh. It's a fight! Okay, we'll go level up Liliana. Let's give her some more dex and strength. Give her dex for combat training. And you need dual weapon training. I'm gonna need to level you up as a melee rogue. Yeah, I think we got everything.
All right. Now's better than later.
Okay. Here we are at the docks.
Why, bless myself. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here?
Are you a mage?
A mage? Me? That'll be the day, I tell you. That will be the day. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job.
So, why?
I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum, she was.
Who's Gregor?
He's Knight Commander of the Templars up in the tower. Good man.
Is there something wrong at the tower?
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic, but the tower's always got something to do with magic.
I have to get there. I'm an official business.
Don't look at me. I told you, I'm not the ferryman no more. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over, but I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy.
Well, I could convince the Templars to let me in.
Maybe you could at that. I'm sure your mind's all afire now, eh?
So you know the Knight Commander Gregor well?
Oh, I can't say that. I'm lucky he's good enough to give me the time of day. The first enchanter's all right. He's polite as can be, but he's always a little distant, if you get my drift. But Gregor'll stay to talk. I reckon he likes hearing from us common folk, you know? He's a man to be respected, that Gregor.
Okay. Well, I can't stay. Good day, Kester.
All right. Keep safe, you hear?
Alright,
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
Alright, how can I help you?
Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
Alright.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
Okay, the Mages Collective. Characters. Connor. While most of the bands and Earls of Ferelden cart their children with them to the Landsmeet in the interest of eventually marrying them off, Connor has spent his entire life at Redcliffe, and it's hardly surprising. A child possessed the gift of magic. By law, he should have been taken to the Circle of Magi at the first sign, abdicating his claim to Redcliffe. Instead, the boy was kept out of public view and his magic hushed up, with disastrous results. All mages are beacons that attract the attention of fate spirits. Because of this, they are trained and tested by the Circle to ensure that they can withstand attacks from malevolent fate creatures that seek entry into the waking world. Untrained, Connor drew the attention of a powerful demon that tore the veil asunder. Revenant. A revenant is a corpse possessed by the demon of pride or desire, making it among the most powerful possessed opponents that one can face. Many possess spells, but most are armed and armored, and prefer the use of their martial talents. They are weak against physical attacks, but regenerate quickly, and commonly use telekinesis to pull opponents into melee range, should they try to flee. Revenants also have the ability to strike multiple opponents surrounding them, stay at range if possible, and strike quickly. That's the only way to take such a creature down. Or, light them on fire. Fire kills regeneration, I think. Let's see here. Dang it. We're gonna be Alfred there. Places of power. Come upon the sites of mystic power of the age of places of the world, the pristine forest, the deep roads, the heart of Denerim, and near the base of the Circle Tower. Okay. Careless accusations. Solely false witnesses. Learned Denerim. Okay. Mass termination.
little something extra. For friendship.
Collect a friend. Yeah. I figured we had 10 deep mushrooms. Let's see
I'll
what's
get on
in
it.
here. There's a box here. Let's take the fire arrows. Shitty.
What are you looking at? Can a man drink in peace?
No.
Good day.
A gate on there. Okay, well, fine. We'll leave. Companions or Barasad. Oh, hey.
You have some kind of problem.
I'm here on behalf of the Blackstone Irregulars.
Oh? What was this about?
I'm here to bring you in for desertion.
I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
Push them back!
How deep is this thing?
Deserter guild supplies.
Now's better than later.
Okay, we'll get that. That's over there. I guess I have to come back to Calenhead after Tower Quest, because... Or wait. No, there's the guy I need to talk to. What's up, scavenger?
Back off! I was here first.
You haven't seen a sword lying around here, have you?
Why, you looking to buy one?
Only if it's a... or no. But my very large angry friend here is.
Oh, is he? Well, that's... see, I'd like to sell you one, but I don't, have any myself. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think it was a glove, anyway. I know, don't say it. I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
Where is he now?
He was going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him. Ah.
Interesting. Well, we don't have time to do that right now, but... it's good to know. Let's go ahead and change your party. Stand
Vashaden.
Stay behind, and Shale, you come with us.
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
I'm a Grey Warden. I seek the assistance of the mages.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
I have these documents here.
Yes. Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that?
Aren't Queen's female.
Don't question royalty.
All right, that's enough. Let me crush a few body parts it can't possibly miss.
I'll take you right now, just like you wanted.
Thank you, Shale. Yes, please do.
Come along, I suppose.
I love that response. Aren't queens female? Don't question royalty.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray.
You're Gregor, I assume.
Who are you? I explicitly told Carol not to bring anyone across the lake.
Did it tell him not to go insane? Because he doesn't seem to listen well.
We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety.
First, I am Carolina Cousland, sole surviving heir to the estate of High Ever. I am also a Grey Warden, and the mages here have an obligation to defeat the Blight. I'm not leaving without that assistance.
I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls.
Why can't anywhere
The circle
go to
is
be,
lost.
pleasant?
The tower has fallen.
How did this happen?
We don't know. We saw only demons, hunting Templars and mages alike. I realized we could not defeat them and told my men to flee.
Alright, what can I do to help?
I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The right of annulment?
The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle. Completely.
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
Mages are not defenseless. Some must still live.
If any are still alive, the Maker himself has shielded them. No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find nothing.
I'll look for survivors.
I assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one.
I must try. It's the right thing to do.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
Alright, well, first we're going to make sure that...
I don't want to die.
I'm going to see if he's got anything. Yay, I got something. Oh, what did I get? 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 Come on. Did I get just health potions? Alright, fine. And we're gonna stay over here.
wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last.
Do you need help?
We need the abominations and demons out of this place, if that's what you mean. If you have anything to trade, that would be helpful too.
Alright, let's trade. Alright, so, we're gonna give away the Liberator's Mace. Okay. Staff of the Magister Lord. Oh, that'd be great, but I can't afford it. Okay, armor. Pocket searing gloves, polar gauntlets. I could give those to Morgan. Spiral band. Oh Jesus, that's a lot of gold. Okay. I will take the injury kits. Okay. Let's see.
Your desire is my command. Of course.
Why'd you keep birthright a secret?
You never asked?
Heard that you didn't trust me.
No, please don't think that. It's not that I didn't trust you. It's... Please, let me try to explain. The thing is, I'm used to not telling anyone who didn't already know. It was always a secret. Even Duncan was the only Grey Warden who knew. And then, after the battle, when I should have told you... I don't know, it seemed like it was too late by then. How do you just tell someone that?
It's come up, Alistair. You've been avoiding it.
Yes, well, I suppose part of me kind of liked you not knowing.
Why? What happens when people find out?
They treat me differently. I become the bastard prince to them, instead of just Alistair. I know that must sound stupid to you, but I hate that it shaped my entire life. I never wanted it, and I certainly don't want to be king. The very idea of it terrifies me.
Doesn't sound stupid.
For all the good it does me, my blood seems certain to haunt me no matter what I do. I guess I should be thankful that Al-Eamon is far more likely to inherit the throne. If he's alright. Oh, I hope he's alright. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. I guess I was just hoping that you would like me for who I am. It was a dumb thing to do.
Don't worry about it, Alistair. No harm done.
I guess it's kind of a relief that you know now. Let's go.
Alright, let's see here. These are the
As I
doors.
recall, shutting the door and throwing away the key was definitely the Templar Plan B.
Well, that was a plan A.
Got it.
Alright. I think this is actually a good place to stop for now. Like I said, I'm still not completely over the allergies. Their pollen was at like 100% today, so I have a lot of congestion. And the meds are wearing off, so I'm gonna end it here. I'm still planning on having an Arkham City stream tonight. If that changes, I'll let you guys know. But apologize for the shorter stream, but I can only stream as long as I can actually see straight. But I will see you guys later tonight, and if not tonight, then tomorrow morning. Take care, everybody.